Greetings, beautiful souls. Welcome to Soul Healing Journey. I am very happy and excited to share this time with you whenever this is your first time or repeated time. So fellow travelers, let's enjoy this time together as we walk on the same journey of the path into our returning energy of home. We are walking in this energy on the path of the earth, in our earthly bodies, in the presence of I am energy. And we meet, and sometimes we share the part of the path together, sometimes we share longer time, and sometimes we share the shorter time. But it is really up to us how we will make that time pass while we are meeting and sharing this time together. So before we begin, I want to give a shout out to the girls in the hair salon of the Charleston Hair Salon in the North Charleston, the South Carolina. Those are the girls who do my hair. Kathleen, you did an amazing job, and fantastic owner Debbie. I want to thank you guys for all you do. If you are guys living in the South Carolina and looking for the place who's gonna do your hair and do all the fancy stuff or give you the facial massage, those are the girls to look for. It is a place where you can talk about anything you want to. You walk in and the energy just sucks you in. They have the crystal jewelry. They are very well known about the crystals. They can talk to you about the past lives and the show of the ancient aliens into what is going on in your life today. From whatever background you come to, you're gonna love these ladies. So if you wanna message me, I'll be more than happy to pass the contact. If you live in the South Carolina, you most likely already know them. So it's the Charleston Hair Salon. So I want to thank you, all you do for my hair. I wish I can replicate at home the fanciness you do up there. The second thing is that I want to open with a quote today. A quote that I read today morning and that really stood up off the page, and I felt, okay, this is it for the day. And the quote is that the journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. And that will be a theme for our work today. We all are on a journey, same as I opened in the beginning. We share a journey, a soul journey together. We meet for this time, whenever it's just the one time you join or you enjoy the session, and you join repeated times whenever you are aligned with somebody else on the journey. Every journey begins with a step, with that initial step that you take it and you put yourself on this journey. I was looking today morning at this simple phrase from the human point of view of us human, and then I let my higher self take over, and I let my higher self to explain you what it means to us, and hopefully it's gonna inspire you. So the human self look at the journey as something hard and difficult, and the human self like to procrastinate, and the human self, which we all are and will have that part until the rest of our lifetime here on the earth. Human likes to be scared. Human like to be intimidated. Human look for the fears, how to protect himself, herself from the possible failure. And I'm sure we all can share the stories. We all can sit here for the hours and the hours and says, I wanted to do this and I wanted to do that, and I procrastinated terribly. And then suddenly you take that first step and you realize what it is that where you want to go and what it is. And this is where I want to stop. I want to stop at this first step. And I'll let the higher self to explain it, the first step. The first step will happen with the planning, with the dreaming of the journey. Even before you take the first step, you are on a grand journey to somewhere. There's this one grand journey through our life, and there are several smaller, the bigger journeys through our life that bring joy, the happiness. Some of them, they also bring a terrible disaster, sorrow, and a triggering point to change our life and get ourselves on the higher possible journey that we can through this lifetime. But before jumping in any journey that you decided to, which means a new beginning, new project, new goal, a planning, the human likes to jump in the things without planning, without thinking, sort of, going with the flow. The flow is really good if you are attuned to your intuition, if you are attuned to your higher self, and you're really listening that energy and flow in that energy without any fears, without any preceded conception about what you want to do, without, let's say, if we have already reprogrammed our subconsciousness, then we are in the perfect flow, everything goes perfect. So looking at our journey, let's stop there before we take that first step and really look what is ahead of you. And it's really good to examine the fears, procrastination, why I cannot do this, why I cannot do that, and list them all out. It helps to put it into the perspective. Let's say I want to take a vacation and I want to go to the Florida, and I want to go on the vacation, and I'm going to list out all, the first thing will be, yay, we're going to go on the vacation. Let's everybody excited about the vacation. But then there are obstacles in your way. You may start to listing why we cannot go. There's not enough money. Well, we're going to find the time. We don't know anybody there. Will our car make it down to the Florida? Or so much on. You can go with a list that can be 100 miles long, a list. And then suddenly from your goal going down to the Florida, let's say to visit a Disneyland, with the children, you suddenly are in this, oh my God, I'm such a failure, I cannot really do it. You didn't even take that step toward, the step, just the intellectual step of planning it. It's not good enough, because many times we fail from that point of the planning, that we get the idea, get a really intellectual idea, we get that idea from the universal mind, we feel guided and so much on. And then an intellectual idea merged with our human self, and our human self literally kills that idea or destroys it or puts so much fear in it. Then we have that excuse, which is the excuse in the end why we cannot go there, why we cannot do that. So listing out the details of the journey and all the, problem issue, why I cannot do this. It's really good to do. And then you start to taking that steps toward it. So, for example, if I want to go next year to the Disneyland in Florida with my children, I know that I have several months to plan, and I can put such and such a money away of each month. I can think about if I'm going to rent a car to go down there, or if my car is in a good shape, and perhaps prepare my car that it's going to drive there, it's going to be completely fine. I can pick a time. I can look for the deals. I can find the hotels, compare the prices, ask the people who went there, and so much on. I will start to take the physical steps. And those physical steps are those who really prepare you on your 1,000-mile journeys and so much on. It is the bringing bridging the intellectual with our physical doing, with really putting ourselves and do that. The same go with the losing the weight, starting the new exercise. For example, I like the yoga. Committing yourself to that yoga routine every day, instead of just like, oh my God, my muscles hurt, my arms are not strong, I cannot do this and that pose, what do I do? It is to challenge yourself. Again, create a list, says, okay, my muscles are wiggly, or they are not strong enough. Oh, I don't really have the energy or the time to do it in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening, and so much on. What will they think about me at home? There are many things that I now go with everybody's life every day. I'm giving a scenario, the scenario that can be really applied to any kind of the situation of the journey. So you list it down, and then you commit yourself to the steps. What is that first step I'm going to take? Well, I'm going to wake up early, and I'm going to commit myself to do the yoga routine, which I may have on the tape. The YouTube is a fantastic source of the 30-day yoga challenges and so much on. And all you can go, to the studios, absolutely sign up for the studios. There are many wonderful, fantastic yogis. I guess I take the YouTube from my perspective because it's the easiest thing to do quickly, 20 minutes in the morning, and so much on. But it is, the point is to physically agree to it, intellectually, and then put it into the physical, and then hold self accountable. We are a grown-up beings. We don't have our mom or the dad standing around and says, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. You're not going to watch your TV. You're not going to go on your tablet. And you, young lady, not going to certainly go out, or whatever it is that your mom can tell you or your dad can tell you. We are suddenly in our grown-up self. And, when we grow up, I don't know how you guys, but I remember it was like, yes, the freedom. I can do whatever I want. And nobody's going to ever tell me what I'm supposed to do. And then suddenly you become your own boss, and you're supposed to hold yourself accountable. You're supposed to have that great routine and the discipline, which many of us lack. And the discipline is it's a very important in the healthy growth of the soul. Whenever it's in the little child that we bring up to this world, to toddler, the teenager, to grown-up self, to ourselves, to hold accountable for what we are doing and where we are going on our journey. The discipline is a very important aspect to it. So we go with planning our step on our 1,000-mile journey, intellectually, in our mind, getting inspired, getting ideas, seeing that this is what I really want. You may have what I call it a mini brainstorm through the day, what your journey may look like. But then by the end of the day, you should, sort through it. And some brainstorms are absolutely fantastic. And some brainstorms look by the end of the day like not such a good ideas. And look through them and maybe let it brew in your mind, in your energy for a few days. When you desire the change and when you see that you want to get yourself on that other part of the journey, until you really come to that, this is what I want. This feels good. It may feel scary or challenging, but somewhere inside it feels good. What may happen the first day, so then you write, why I cannot do this, or what is the challenge, because that's what the human likes to present to you. It likes to kind of challenge you. It's afraid that your higher self is going to take over. The human is afraid within you that your higher self, the beautiful divine guidance, gonna take over, and it's not gonna be needed. So you have to comfort the little self, as a little child within you, or the little inner child, and so much on, and make it feel secure, make it feel good, make it feel like it's not threatened. And then stop planning out the steps. The planning out the steps with your higher self, with that divine energy, while calming your physical selves, is a challenge itself, because the first day you're gonna go and do it. You may feel fantastic, or you may feel full of anxiety, you may feel sick. I don't know if it ever happened to you, but you may feel like, okay, this is the exercise routine I'm gonna do it every day, I'm gonna do this. And on the first day that you commit yourself to do this, you become sick, you get a terrible cold or a flu or something, and you go like, oh my God, I have to wait, I have to postpone, I have to recover, I'm feeling really bad, and it's not good. Is there such a thing as a coincidence on this journey? There is no such a thing as a coincidence. Everything is happening for a reason. The more things you are afraid of, the more journeys you are even subconsciously afraid to take. Your human self will sabotage you. It will develop a cold or a cough, and yes, you can say, hey, I pick it up just in the supermarket. But how many times, I'm sorry, get my higher self to speak instead of my human self, sometimes I lose the voice. But how many coincidences we have? How many times you find yourself in the same situation and nothing happened to you, and then you find yourself in the situation that things happen, like me with the voice. So you're gonna focus on the moment. And yeah, that's too funny. Excuse me. So all right, this is what we're gonna do. So as you know, as you see, there's this there's a human who tried to sabotage the things, and there's this higher self who wants to give the messages. My way of the teaching is to teach through the example. Now, my human self absolutely doesn't like it. My human says, oh no, let's be pretty, let's sound great, let's do it good. And my higher self says, let's teach by the examples. Let's show the imperfection. Let's show how does it really work. Let's show how to take that seed back. So take the seed back with your human self. You see the voice is working now. Is to really take a deep breath in. And I tell you how it works with me, so perhaps it's going to work the same way with you. You can imagine that you're going backward in your body, or you're going to your left side of the energy. Your left side of the brain is the intellectual brain, is that logical brain. So Eva, the human Eva, step in that logical brain and very much looking at the logic. She likes to look at the things with the logical side and why is this happening and how can we explain this and what can happen. Thank you, Tom brought me a water. I have the greatest husband ever. So the logical Eva likes to look at the things. Then when the spiritual Eva, when the high self Eva comes in, the high self Eva now learns to take a bigger space of this body because we practice for it for a long time. And it really brings that information from a non-judgmental point of view, from not what me as a physical Eva would you like to look at or explain. It is just very non-judgmental. Many times it's just very metaphorical and different in a way. And when the physical Eva wants to control it, there's a struggle. So this same go on your journey. It's same go, until you realize that this is working that way. You may just going with this like, oh my God, I'm always sick. I remember years ago, whenever I started some exercising routine, I would become sick. And I wanted to exercise. I wanted to get into good shape. And the physical Eva says, this is just too difficult. This is just too hard. And we don't like really that hard exercise and so much on. And later on, I actually realized this has a big connection with my past life and way of the passing and so much on, and was very much connected to the exercise and so much on. So I healed that part. So that human Eva, who remembers some traces through the mind of the past life and of our distraction or the passing, the death in our past life, says, hey, I don't have to protect you anymore because you're going to kill yourself with this yoga routine, which is not going to happen. We all know that. And there was no need of protection anymore. So I have to resonate that with the human Eva. Now the human Eva doesn't afraid anymore to let the higher self Eva talk in. It really sounds like I have a split personality, right? But it's not that way. A lot of channelers do this. A lot of great channels do this when they learn to really sit back in the body. Again, it's in the back side or the left side of your body, and let that right side of your body really evolve and feel that there's no threat within you. So this is how the beginning of the great journey works, of learning to combine that intuition. Of course, you can go on the journey through that very logical left side of the brain, saying, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna train really hard, I'm gonna open this business, or I'm gonna train from the triathlon or some great marathon or something, and there's evidence, there's a scientific evidence, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna eat, this is how the thing's going to happen. And you may very well succeed, but you may miss, the divine guidance of your higher self, and you feel like this is have a break because I'm gonna sprain my muscle, and that sprained muscle may cost me winning the race because I'm overdoing it. So get yourself on the great soul journey is to align your energy all together, your physical energy, your left brain energy, and your higher self energy, your divine guidance, your higher self, or some people call it the guides, the angelic realm, and so much on. There are several levels to go until you truly connect with your higher self, and then you say, okay, this is pretty good, and when I'm connected with my higher self, I'm connected with all those other realms. So whether it's the angelic beings or the guides, the Pleiadians, Sirians, Andromedians, or any other names that you can name right now, it is absolutely great to get in your energy. Until you are sure about what kind of the energy is coming in your body, in your auric field, you want to test that energy. You want to ask, is it coming from the love and light? Do I really trust this energy? It took me years to develop the trust to the energy and to feel, okay, I'm connecting with the highest available energy, and there's nothing that's going to come and control me, control us, and take care of our body. And so much on. So with the first step, very quickly, you take your first step. Whenever it is the anxiety or the cold that's gonna hit you, feeling sickly, feeling that the whole family needs you on this day at this exact moment when you decided to do this thing for yourself, you need to really stay strong and plant your feet down into the earth and mean the business. One mistake we do in this lifetime, from my higher self point of view and from my Eva point of view, is that we don't ground ourselves enough. We live either, in that rational mind or in that, whoa, so high consciousness mind, but we don't ground that energy. Neither of them is good for us if we don't ground our energy present time. Imagine that your body in this lifetime, your vessel in this lifetime, is the most possession, most, what you call it, most, the English word is missing, the most prized possession that you have in this lifetime. Your most prized possession is your body, because your body can do the things. Your body can write with a pen, write amazing book. Your body can publish this book with your logical mind to find the steps. Your body can make a surgery, become the amazing surgeon, the doctors who perform these miraculous surgeries. Your body is the one who's gonna build the solar panels, the airplanes, to bake the bread, make the food, be the farmer. It would not be without your physical body that it would happen. We still don't know, how to manifest. Like, I think, okay, I have an apple in my hand, poof, there's an apple in my hand. It doesn't working like that. But we do get a guidance how to plant a tree, what to do, how to take care of it, what probably is gonna work most, that it yields the most apples. But you are the one who have to go and do it. It is not a punishment. It is a great gift that we were given. When we decided to live in the 3 dimension, in the earth plane, we knew we would have to physically do the things. And it was such an exciting thing for us back then. I know right now go like, oh my God, how it could have been exciting. What I was thinking about. But it was very exciting to learn how to operate the machinery, how to work, how to bake, how to do many things. How do we bridge our subconscious mind into the conscious mind of the physical body? How do we heal of the subconscious mind that has been tied to this body for the many years? Is it possible? It is absolutely possible. That is where the soul healing journey takes the turns. And it is needed to heal before you embark on your great journey home and never have to return back on the earth plane. So, as every journey, every 100 miles journey begins with the first step, I hope that you will take your steps, your first steps toward your great journey. Whenever it's the short journey, middle journey, or the big journey, it doesn't matter. Remember, there are many journeys in this lifetime. And the more we take, the more we progress, we evolve, we heal our soul from all trauma that have happened to us. So don't procrastinate, don't be locked in the fears, don't be looking for the excuses. And some of these excuses sounds very logical, very great, and very real. Challenge your fears and develop a great journey, and don't be afraid to take that first step. All right, so with that, let's do some good meditation. Let me just open my window here. Let's just see where the meditation is going to take us today. I have a cup of water here. All right, you make yourself comfortable. We are using a beautiful healing, Angels of the Healing track from the Sanaya Roman. and a beautiful being. She channeled this Thaddeus, and absolutely love the music because it's the channel music, and we're gonna use it as our backside track for our meditation. So let's take a deep breath in. You make yourself comfortable. You can sit down, lie down. You don't need to look at me at the screen because I close my eyes and I don't look at you. Maybe my higher self look at you. You take a deep breath in and you release all the air out. You take another deep breath in. And you let go of all your worries and all your expectations. And take another deep breath in. And you let everything go. Elan tira siun tirake. Tiaboha siena kiun tira tiate. Taboha tion tala siete. Kiala siun tava. Elon hase. We opened the portal, we invited our medic team in. If there's anybody who is in assistance of the physical healing, you can put your hands on the part of the body and you can ask for the receive the healing. And when you ask for the receiving the healing, I want you to believe. We want you to believe with a full mind that we are with you and that what you are asking for is fulfilled. The power of belief has an incredible energy and the power, and it works half in half with our work. Allow siun tia kata, esiun tia la siaka tiu wasa ane. Kio lea san tiu ane. Niaka lea so. Tium tia kata. All right. We open up your energy. Take the energy through your feet. All the way up in your red fist chakra. Opening up wide. Going up into the orange. Beautiful orange chakra. Opening it wide. Going up into the yellow. Energy opening wide. Up into the green. Opening wide within the energies. Up into the light blue, opening wide. And the dark blue, opening wide, and the violet. Tialon, tiaka, siun, tiana. Tiela, siun, tiaka. Alon, asan, tiu, asa. All right. There's somebody with a left eye injury or some issues with the left eye. So they just want to make sure they're gonna work on it or let know. All right. So we are opening up the portal, a beautiful golden door, golden portal, opening in the front up to you. You want to focus on your light within your body. your light that sits somewhere in your chest area, in your heart chakra, beautiful golden light. You can see it in any colors. It can be orange or the green. It is your soul light. And with your soul light, we raise up and up and up from your body. And we walk through this golden door into a garden. Qui alone tisa, liasun tierra. And as you walk in your garden, I want you to think of your journey, of your 1,000-mile journey that begins with the first step. What is it that you desire of? What is it that you dream of? What is it that your journey may be? And I want you to walk through this garden. And as you walk on this garden, in this garden, there's a path in the front of you. And each of you may experiment a different path, different journey. So you can give yourself a luxury now. And as I speak the language of light, you walk on your particular path. And you may see where it may possibly get you. Kia delia santiaka tavoha siuntiaka navoha lasa Kiha Kala Sontiana Tium Pia Kawasa Lata Tiuta. I want you to notice that on this journey you are free from any obstacles. There's no fears, there's no worries. There is no why you cannot do this or do that. There's just journey that you take ahead of you. Kian de la santi uatiata. Tavala sontiela. Kium tavasiata. Tiela. Tavoasa. Tiawa kiumka tium tialata. And now you are taking your steps on your journey. As steps that will become a physical steps in your reality if you choose to. So feel it, go on that journey, act upon your great desire of your journey. See how it can possibly look like. Akiunkala siutia kateatesa. Tium tiela siuka. Tavoha sieta. And all this energy will vibrate within your nervous system, in your physical body. They can remember these joyous, positive feelings, and that it can lead you on your great journey. Kiakala santi atiati. Sikoha. Dovum Deha. Nikala son tierra. Tiutika kiakauto. Shruka. 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 Legion aha dia siete. Eliosio kiukika siutavate. Diundala siuate. And now your higher self will add energy, the energy power, the guidance to your journey. And suddenly feel you already took 2-3 steps on your journey. I want you to notice, how do you feel? Do you feel strong? Do you feel happy? Do you feel sad? Do you feel not supported? How is it that you feel? Tovua kienate. La sombra siuntiakate. Enion diala siunkieni. Tavoa. Tavoa siuntianani. Tavoa. And in this time, on your journey, you will progress to the end of this journey. You want to see the final outcome of this particular journey that you have chosen. If you would pursue this journey, what would happen in the end? How will you feel? What you will achieve? How will it transform you? Tavoa kiuntialates. Niunta kiun tavoa liasontiukiete. Tia kiun tavoa siente. Kiekalia toa hease. Niala siuatase. Diavoaha. Diavoaha si. Kiala siun dianase. Diun diani. Now we're gonna take all this energy of your journey, from the planning stages to the first step, to the next 2-3 steps, until the final end of this journey. And we allow ourselves the luxury to bring it all back in your body. Going to bring it all back and back and back in your physical body. Of how you feel. You go through the golden door, go back in your body, and we progress that energy in. Now imagine that this journey had already happened. And you have succeeded in your endeavor. You feel it vibrating through your body. Just stay a little bit longer with your physical body, with your consciousness. In this moment of the energy, there is no failure in this journey. If you came to the end of your particular journey that you took, and you feel some kind of regrets or feeling of the loss, allow yourself to see a greatest transformation of your journey. There are times when we put ourselves on the great journey of the great loss and transformations, There are times when we put ourselves on the great journey of the purification and the cleansing. Through one part that we lose, we find another part that we embrace. Through one part that may be missing or not functioning, we find the component that will repair it and fix it. We're not going to take one part and throw it away and exchange it for another part that may be foreign to us. We find a cure. We find a way how to fix it. We find a way how to transform it. Energy never begins and never ends. Your body have begun long time ago. Its incarnation on the earth has not been its first time. So the energy of the earth, you experience the physical body for the first time, but your energy has been long established before. So it took on just some extra particles, the heaviness that needs to be just understood, looked at, and transformed into those light particles that will help you illuminate your body and the soul and elevate into the realms that you desire to visit. The great journey of each of us is to find those parts within us that are not working and to repair them, fix them, transform them. The journey that ends up with the happiness and the joy also allow for the transformation. It allows for the transformation of the fears in the beginning of the journey, of the obstacles that you have to overcome to come on the end of your successful journey. Every journey is in the end successful. It is successful when you come to the end of your journey and you consciously acknowledge it. When you find your soulmate and you marry and you spend your lifetime together in this amazing loving relationship, you come to the end of the journey and you know that you found something you have been looking for perhaps several lifetimes. If you find a soulmate, you get married, and after several years, you realize that this is not working for you. You have a choice to end this journey, but you end it not with the bitterness and the failure. You end it with the gratitude and appreciation. You end it and you learn from it, you transform, and you move on a new journey. No journey is about a failure. Each journey is about a gain. Every time you have a courage to put one foot in the front of the other. Every time you have a courage to open your eyes, to open your mouth, to speak out the words. Act out what is it that you want. Then that is the greatest part of the journey that is working in the most highest possible way. That is the part of your journey you should and supposed to be on. Every journey begins with a step. Every step starts with transformation. Every transformation brings you in a better human being, in the better light being that you are inside, in the better world, in the better universe. Telon tia santi wakata, tia sana. And we thank you, the medic team, who finished their work. And you can leave, and we close the portal. Talasan, Tiyun, Tiaka, Sianeata, Sin, Tiaha. Alright, when you are ready, you stretch your arms and stretch your legs. And very slowly come to yourself. Feel your body, feel consciously your body, feel every molecule within your body. And very, very slowly, notice the room around you. Take a deep breath in. Stretch yourself. And be ready for the day. If you live here in the USA, you know that the day is in front of us. We have about 1 o'clock here, close to 1 o'clock in the South Carolina. If you live in the Europe, in the Australia, in the Europe, you guys getting ready for the bed. Australia, I believe, was early morning, early morning hours. So you guys have a great day as well. It is my pleasure to assist you on this journey. It is my pleasure to grow with you and to help you on your journey, to help you with your steps, to give you the knowledge, love, light, and the knowledge from which should wisdom be born. I let the wisdom to be born to each of you, because each of you can create your own wisdom. Each of you have the power. You do not need to blindly listen to me or anybody else, because the power is within you. We each have our higher self who aligns with us, and we have to each learn our human selves to kind of calm down and to step back a little bit and not to be so afraid of all the changes and everything that's happening. We are on a great journey through this life. The things around us may not look always bright, may not always look positive, may not always look encouraging. I heard the people says, well, do I even want to bring the child to this world? Do I want to live in this world? And the answers within each of us, what is it that we decided to do? I choose to see the bright part of this world. I choose to see us as one. I don't see the different colors. And I don't see that one color is better than the other, or some people are better than the other. I don't see that rich people are better than the poor people people are better than the rich people, that one wisdom is better than the other. Absolutely not. We each are unique. And our job here is to learn to raise up our fears into love, is to learn to embark on our journeys and pick our journeys and claim our space for ourselves. Our job is to be one together as one nation, one energy, one with everything. Because if this is where we're striving up in the universe, we have to learn that here. It doesn't really start after your death. It starts with you. It starts today. So claim your journey, claim your energy, experiment. We all learn through the ups and the downs, but there's a beauty in it. Everything can be transformed. No one thing can be thrown away and forgotten and exchanged for the others. Perhaps it may happen with our kitchen utensils or something, when one thing is not working, we throw it away, buy another. But it doesn't work with our energy. It doesn't just work like that. So I want to wish you a good luck on your journey, and I'm looking forward in the next 2 weeks, in the 2 weeks Wednesday, to join with you again on these journeys. So, but in the meantime, if you need some personal assistance, you are welcome to visit my website, look at my services. Please check out my daily blessings, my new service that I started. Every morning I wake up with the dawn, with the sunrise, and I give blessings to humanity. And I give personal blessings to people who would like to join on my list. Please visit my website, read a little bit more about it, so you'll see what you are getting into. But I send the blessings to humanity every single day. I send the blessings of love to elevate the fears, to really bring out, look at those fears and elevate them, transform them into the love frequency. I send the blessings of light to illuminate your path in the darkness and to see that really shining path ahead of you. Where is it that you're supposed to go? The path to the light, path to the God, path to our return home. And I said the blessings of knowledge. Blessings of the knowledge are to clear your mind and find the answer to all the questions. Because we do indeed have answers to all the questions. And the love and light and knowledge creates a trinity of energies, a trinity that creates a wisdom. A great wisdom is not learned. Great wisdom is found. Great wisdom is found through our fails and the success. And those who find the great wisdom, those are the great, there's beings living among us. And I know there's many of them, many of you. And so this is what my new service is about. And yeah, I'm creating the new meditations for the YouTube. So please, if you like my services, click the like button, subscribe, share with the others. It definitely helps to share the message if you enjoy the message. So I love you guys. You take care. And don't forget visit my website, which is linked in below. I love you. Love and light from my heart to yours. And see you next time.